How's it going, everybody? Let anarchy reign once again as the PlayStation 5 30th anniversary items are getting a bit of a restock. Now, no, y'all ain't getting the PS5 Pro. Y'all want a PS5 Pro? Go cut your leg off, sell it, and then buy one on eBay if you want to do that. However, for those of you that do want the digital edition console or the controller, which those are being price gouged to the heavens as well on eBay, you will have the opportunity to do so come tomorrow. We'll talk about that, and we've got a couple of game updates to go over as well. Alan Wake 2 gets a brand new update with update 1.2.3, and Marathon is going to be getting a lot more info in 2025. I am very, let me reiterate, very skeptical on how this game is going to turn out. We'll briefly mention that at the end of this video, but yes, for those of you that weren't snappy about it and you didn't get any of the PS5 30th anniversary items, you will have another opportunity to do so tomorrow. Now, the PlayStation Direct website is doing the restock. Generally speaking, when PlayStation Direct does their restocks, it's 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you're in the West Coast, you'll probably want to be up a little early if you do want to pick anything up. Over here in the East Coast, I guess you can take your time depending on what time you get up. I have friends that wake up at noon, so I do not judge. But as far as that's concerned, I wouldn't sleep through it for an hour or not be there around, 15 minutes or so by the time it goes live. Because I imagine it's going to go out of stock fairly quickly, because once again, now we know that people are going to pay appreciated prices on eBay, so the scalpers will certainly be hounding to pick these up as well. Now, the $500 digital edition of the 30th anniversary, let's actually pull that up right now as far as how much it's going. It's certainly not as much as the Pro. The Pro was going for $1,000 flat on PlayStation Direct, and obviously it had a very, very limited quantity being made. The digital limited edition is going for about $750 or so. I see here one that has 5 bids on it with 3 hours left, $590. So that's a little bit of an appreciation, but I mean, if you're selling it at $590, which it's gonna go above $590 given that it's got 3 hours left on this bid, but you gotta pay eBay fees, shipping, all of that nonsense, and yeah, you're not really making any profit at that point. At least I don't think. I don't know exactly the eBay fees and shipping costs, but $725 seems to be the baseline as far as how cheap it'll get. Here's a $700 listing, but it's got $25 shipping, and then it does go up to well over $1,000. As far as the DualSense controller, which will also be going in stock tomorrow, that is going for $80 if you do buy it regular price on PS Direct, and then over at eBay you're looking at $130, $125, but that has $8 shipping. Not quite double, but inching close to double, and there are certainly some listings that are at double. For the fiends out there, let's look at the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary. $4,000. $3,500, you got that for $35. There's the $50,000 listing that is still there. But yes, it seems, and there's one with 18 bids on it for $3,000, another one with 10 bids on it for $3,500. So $3,500 seems to be the established price point for the basement price of the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary. Oh, and by the way, the one that has that has 10 bids on it, $327 shipping for that as well. So, it is what it is. Like, ain't nobody really picking up the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary, unless, again, you want to sell a body part, you want to sell it, make a couple $1,000s, or you want to dip into your kid's college fund. That's probably the only way you're going to get a PS5 Pro 30th anniversary at this point. But the digital console for $500, that could still be a decent collector's item. I just question, like, the PS5 Pro is a great collector's item given that there's only, 12,300 units manufactured. The digital edition console, like, I feel like you already lose a little bit of value on it being a collector's item on the fact that it is a digital edition. I get the Pro's digital edition as well, but it's got that numbered amount, 12,300, that long-term wise, I don't know, 10, 20 years from now, are people going to be like, oh boy, I gotta get the PS5 Digital Edition 30th Anniversary Limited Edition console for, you know, my collection? I don't know. I think the DualSense controller is going to hold up in value. I do believe that. I don't know about this console in the sense that I don't see it appreciating far beyond what it's at on eBay at this, you know, $725 range. But we'll see. I know that it is a hot item right now, that it still has that aura of FOMO on it, but I think a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I don't see it appreciating that much. I might be wrong on it. I'm not incredibly well versed in this market, but the Pro console, based on the fact that it's so limited, I could see that being like just absurd prices in the future as well. But can it really go above beyond, you know, $5 grand? I don't know. Maybe it can. I hope not. But yeah, this is the world that we live in as far as these prices. All right, a couple of other notes beyond that, and again, 7 a.m. tomorrow Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern if you do want to pick that up. Alan Wake 2 has gotten a brand new update rolling out. Remember that Alan Wake 2 is going to be one of the premier games to showcase the PlayStation 5 Pro's performance. So if you do want to, you know, utilize the PS5 Pro's power, Alan Wake 2 will certainly be a good shout. As far as this update, balance the amount of health items so there are more to be found, stay healthy, reduce the damage caused by the painted grapple as well. There's a plethora of fixes that are rolling out as well that are live right now, and last week they did put out the anniversary update as well. The anniversary update contained the Lake House expansion for the deluxe edition, but also came with a variety of improvements, including new gameplay assist features with infinite ammo, infinite batteries, immortality, several options to change holds into taps, and gamepad stick swap, gamepad alternative input for quick turn, and more. So pretty cool stuff all around there. I wasn't crazy about Alan Wake 2 like a lot of other people, but hey, I seem to very much be in the minority on that. It seemed like that was the 1A, 1B for Game of the Year last year alongside Baldur's Gate 3. So if you liked Alan Wake 2, more power to you, and if you've yet to check that, you can usually find it somewhat discounted. That game has kind of a ceiling on the level of discount that you're going to get because it was initially digital only, so, you know, a little bit of a bummer there. That's something that you should be concerned about with digital only gaming, is that games are just going to have an artificial ceiling on how far they're going to get discounted. Lastly, Bungie has released a 10-minute developer update for the sci-fi PvP extraction shooter Marathon, and they noted a lot more info is going to be coming in 2025. Alongside that, the pages on Steam as well as PlayStation Store are live right now for Marathon. Become a runner in Bungie's upcoming sci-fi PvP extraction shooter Marathon. You're a cybernetic mercenary venturing into the unknown in a fight for survival and fortune where any run can lead to greatness. Listed for coming soon. At earliest, I would say fall of 2025. I could see this being a 2026 title, and I just don't know how many people are itching for an extraction shooter these days. The fact that it is Bungie, inherently, it's going to have a lot of interest. I don't think it's going to be the level to, let's say, 2014 when Bungie was putting out Destiny. I'm sorry, Bungie. Y'all don't have the cachet that you did back in 2014. That's just the reality of the situation, but I still think it's going to have a healthy level of interest. Ultimately, with a game like this, live service, extraction shooter like this, it's going to come down to whether or not the game is compelling. But they will have an elevated level of interest just on the basis that it's Marathon, it's Bungie. You guys get the idea, but we'll see how that turns out. A game that I'm certainly skeptical based on how I talk to the Destiny community about Destiny. It seems like the new season, people are enjoying it, but overall, in totality, I know Destiny has caused a lot for concern. But that'll do it for me. Again, 30th Anniversary Limited Edition Bundle. Restock tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that, for the DualSense controller, as well as the Digital Edition console. Alan Wake 2 gets an update, and Marathon getting an update with more information to come in 2025. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.